Hello, and yes, that was me. My house is on the market. I must be a sucker for stress. If you saw in my last video, we got a lot going on. We got put my house on the market. I'm the broker, realtor, so it makes it a little bit easier. We're not in a big rush. Buying a van. I'm going to convert a Dodge or Ram ProMaster into a camper van, so taking on that chore. We're looking for property up in Tennessee, so where we can get some acreage, and I like to do some homesteading, so we got that going on. And plus I'm working and doing all that, so you're wondering why I'm not hiking. But this video is nothing to do with any of that. This video is about fishing gear. So before you turn the video off and say I'm not into fishing and all that, just hold on just 1 minute. This may be something that you could possibly be interested in. Two companies reached out to me. Sometimes I think they're all the same company with a different name, but two companies reached out to me and wanted to send me for free, which I'll take it for free, some fishing equipment. So I wanted to run a couple of these items by you, and I like them. They're really inexpensive. Companies are in China. They're not in China, they're from China, but it's an Amazon product, so it arrives to you in just a couple days, and all this stuff I'm going to show you, I'll put a link below and all that good stuff. So the first thing I want to show you is, this is from a company called, I'm going to kill the name, Plusino Fishing. And what this is when I was out in the Sierras, I brought a telescopic fishing pole with me, and it worked real well. It was light, and it just fit in my backpack, and it caught me a lot of fish, and I was just so happy to have it. This one is also a telescopic fishing pole. Now, it came with the pole, and it came with the reel. A surprise at the quality of these two items. And if you look here real close, this comes with a little cap right here that comes off. And that little cap right there keeps this from, when you're out backpacking like with my other one, from just falling, keep coming together or keep coming apart, and your line would get tangled up and stuff like that. So that is a really cool little idea that comes with it. So the reel basically just fits in here. Screw it down. This is very light. It's very well made too. I'm really surprised at how well this is made. So this is what you'd be carrying around. Okay, of course you'd have that little thing on it, but it extends out to I'm pretty sure it's 5.5 feet, which is more than enough to get inside those streams or lakes. Out in the Sierras, this would even been better than the one I brought, because I could have gotten a little more distance on it. But it's really smooth, absolutely smooth. It's 9-ball bearings. This is a lightweight 1/4 ounce to 1 ounce, and it's well made. It's a nice pole. It's a nice pole and reel. I have a couple Shimano's. I've got more fishing equipment you can shake a hat at or shake a whatever at. And I know the Shimano's I have, or the Garcias, or a bunch of other makes, are no better than this. I mean, of course I haven't used it yet, but it just has the same feel to it. It's really smooth and very light. So that is it. That is the HA3000 gear ratio 5:1. It has, like I said, 9-ball bearings. This is a 5.5, 6 foot, 5.5, I think 5.5 it telescopes out to, and it's extremely light, and it could fit in your backpack. Now, if you don't fish and you're saying, well, why would I want something like that? We backpack, we travel so far back into the backcountry most of the time. where we're on these large streams and these places and lakes where most people, most fishermen don't even get to because they don't want to go spend that time. But we're out there. How many times did you want to say, boy, I wish I had a little fishing pole I could just flip in here, just fool around with, catch a trout or two, or for the kids or whatever. This would be perfect for that. So it's very inexpensive. It's something that you can carry with you. It's not real heavy. They actually make and I was looking on this website, this is the HA3000 it's called, but I think there was a 2500, which is even a smaller reel, which would be probably even better than this. So you'd have to check that out on the website. But that's it. Plusino, very good little rod, very good reel. I recommend it. It has, you can take this off, this handle here, and so it could be a left-handed or a right-handed. I'm right-handed, but I like holding my pole with the right hand and reeling with the left hand. Some people like it the opposite. So that's it. So we're not done yet. All right. Oh, by the way, this was the one I used out in the Sierras. And you can see I had to tie a little string around to keep this from going forward, and this worked out real well. It wasn't very long. It was only that long. It's probably better for the streams and that, but out in the Sierras I just couldn't quite get the distance. I know a lot of people like to use the Takara fly with a reelless fly rod, but they are quite expensive, and so these are a good backup. Next, talking about fly rods, there is a company called Top Fort. Again, they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted a fly rod. I said, sure, why not? I own expensive fly rods, like Sage and things like that, but this here was under $100. But let me show you what you get with it. First of all, you get this nice, and it's light. Everything you need to go fly fishing is in this one package. And matter of fact, I haven't even put it together yet. In the package comes I don't know if you can see in here, but it's all separated. The rod and the reels has its own little pouch here. The reel is here. It is it's a 5-weight, a 5/6 weight. They put some tippet. Tippet is the line that you tie, or the leader line that you tie at the end of this green. I'll show you. You tie it on the end of this green line here. So when you're fishing, this is pretty much what would break off, so you don't lose the fly line that's in it. There's backing in here. I can see the backing, and there's the fly line itself, but sounds good. It's a nice little fly reel. In this package also comes a container of flies. I guess they're just standard flies. Looks like a couple mayflies or things like that. Streamers. There's split shots. There's also little floats in there, but indicator floats. So what is in there pretty much could get away with. Just bring this out and you probably could have some luck using this. They also have in here a set of, looks like, they're all in the package. I'm not going to take them out right now, but there's a hemostat, kind of that locking mechanism where you take flies out, There's snips in here to snip the fly rod, and there's also a lanyard that pulls out where you can attach this stuff. So if you had attached to some strap or anything, you can pull that down and do your clipping and all that. But that all comes with it. Then in this case, you have the actual, and man, this is really light. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. Now I'm not going to take them all out, but I did look at this and looked at the quality. This is what they call a 5/6 weight. Now, your streams are more like a 3 or 4 weight or even lower, but a 5/6 weight, in my opinion, is an all-around where you can go fish pretty much any kind of species of fish, and this would be very good. The good thing about this fly rod, it's definitely a graphite. It feels really well made. But if you've never fly fished before and you say, hey, I'd like to give this a shot, this would be the way to go. Everything, like I said, is included in this. So you could pretty much get out and practice with something like this and go fly fishing. And this is really all you would need at first until you decided whether you really want to get into this. It has a nice little clip here for the fly line at the end. It seems like it's well made. Let me see if I can get one more of those pieces out. I'll try to get the end piece out here so we can. All right, well, there's one. All right, this would be the very end of it. And I don't want to step on this, but that's it right there. And it's extremely light. And I've used a lot of fly rods, and this would really work. Matter of fact, I'm going to probably be using this. So anyway, that is from a company called Top Fort. You get all of that, and that's, I think it's like $90, 90 some dollars. But for a fly rod, a reel, the backing, the fly line, tippet, the little clippers and everything, and some flies and all, to get all of that in one package and to have it in a light carrying case, it's a pretty good deal. You try to price all this stuff out and you'll see how a good deal it is. So anyway, guys, I'm not hiking, so I'm doing this kind of crap. And, you know, I think that with this house being up for sale, I got to be sticking around here for a while. It's August. We just dodged another hurricane this past weekend, that Isas, or whatever the name of it was. But it just skimmed our coast and did more damage north of us than it did here. So, this is the time of the year we worry about hurricanes. I got the house on the market. We're headed down to down south Florida this week. We're going to look at a couple more vans. I know we're getting real close to picking out the one we want. And I've already ordered things like solar panels and solar charge controllers and inverters, inverter chargers, all sorts of electronics, the bed, the Sure pumps that are going to be for water filters, all that stuff I'm going to do all the work myself. So I know how to do it all in theory. We'll see how it works out in practicality. So, all right. So anyway, thanks for checking this all out. If you're into doing some fishing, this is a good way to start. If you're into backpacking and you want to go check some of those places out to fish that you've been before, that telescopic reel and pole would work out real fine for you. So, hey guys, thanks a lot, and I hope to be out soon backpacking. This is a backpacking channel. You would never know it, but I should get out there soon, hopefully within the next few weeks. By at least beginning of September, we should know what we're doing here and whether the house has got a contract on it or in the vans here and all that. So I'm going to be posting all that van build. I'm going to be posting us purchasing property and the land itself. I'm going to be posting backpacking trips coming up. So stay tuned and please subscribe. And through you guys that have subscribed, I appreciate it very much. And we'll be talking to you soon. So thank you. Bye-bye.